Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Guess who's back? It's a wonderful Wednesday morning here in Columbia, South Carolina. Temperature is awesome. So I've been out for a little bit, been modifying my regimen and my routine, trying something new. Stuff was getting a little stale, suffering from the usual demotivational slump we all fall into every now and then. And I decided to start to change things to make it more exciting, more fun again, and also work on the psychological, get the motivation working, because at the end of the day, granted, we are training our bodies, but primarily we're training our mind. One of the side effects is the body gets beastly for it. So for the past, I'd say 3 weeks now, 3 going on 4 weeks now, I've been doing what the industry calls intermittent fasting. So what that means is I wake up in the mornings, don't eat anything until 4 or 6 o'clock in the evening. If I have a workout that day right around lunchtime on my lunch break, I'll hit a protein shake, or if I work out in the morning, I may have some protein right after that. I'm still debating on whether I'll have some protein or not. It probably depends on the intensity of the workout. So about this intermittent fasting, for 2 weeks, no workout. All I did was just modify the diet. So that was just one meal in the evenings. Had to be a decent meal, hit all the macros, hit all the nutrients necessary, so I don't give myself scurvy or some other vitamin or nutrient deficient disease that we've eradicated. That was hell. I'm hangry. I'm hungry and angry all the time, which is really frustrating. It was about week 2, the end of week 2, when I started drinking tea. That helps. Tea with some MCT oil. Well, not MCT oil. The coconut oil in my tea. That helps. That helps a great deal. So whenever the hungry monster, my gremlin, my ghrelin, rears its ugly head, I'll quiet it down with some tea, and I should be okay. I'm also cutting back on my caffeine. My caffeine intake was quite stupid. I was taking about, on average, 300 to 400 milligrams of caffeine a day. And that's more than enough for a horse, for Christ's sake. So I've had to scale that back to none at all, or 150 milligrams for the entire day. So my little cheat, my little crutch right there, because caffeine helps to suppress appetite. I can't use that crutch anymore. So it's just water, tea until in the evening, and then I make sure the meal is decent. So what are the net benefits of this madness? I'm dropping body fat. I'm cutting, and it's great. My body is cutting up. I thoroughly enjoy that. Say, okay, there are benefits to this suffering. What also helps me get through the day, aside from the tea, is it's that knowing that at the end of the day, I'm going to have a meal, so I look forward to that. I focus on the meal. I treat the meal as my reward for the suffering for the day. And when I get to the meal, oh man, I go ham. But I can't really go all the way in, because there's a problem. If I take that first meal and I make it a huge meal, I make myself sick. So when I get home in the evenings, hang on a sec. When I get home in the evenings, I kind of have to graze a little bit. I got to get like a handful or 2 almonds. My carb of choice is Mike's Killer Bread with like 2 slices of cheese on it or something like that, just to ease my way into the gut bomb that's going to be my meal later on, so I don't make myself sick. Other benefits, that 2 o'clock crash doesn't happen anymore. I believe it's a combination of your body just dealing with your meal right after lunch. But since I don't have a meal, or have not had a meal after lunch, it hasn't. My energy levels have stayed up, and the tea with the coconut oil seems to keep me going, firing on all cylinders. No crash or anything like that for the whole day. So now I've added my workouts in, and immediately after my workout, I'll hit a shake, and then same thing. Still no 2 o'clock crash, and the body still is, and I'm still cutting. I'm still losing body fat. Say, okay, so I'm just marking this down. I'm trying to be as professional as possible, or as detailed as possible with this, so I'll make sure I know what works, what doesn't work. And I'm not fooling myself, because you're the easiest person to fool. And I'm going to be going to the doctor soon to get all of my levels for everything checked. Cholesterol, fat, lipids, uric acid levels. I also have to make sure that I have been taking in enough water. I think I have, but I may not be, and I could be destroying my kidneys. That kind of concern. So I'll be able to check that out. So that's where your boy is at right now. Today is Wednesday, and I just finished a movement meditation this morning. Wasn't really lifting the weight, it was just the bar. The bar is only 45 pounds or so, where I go through the motion of doing a regular back squat and front squat. Because today I'm going to be, or at least attempting to, finally start front squatting. I hate front squatting because my arms, I can't do it without crossing my arms in front of my throat. So both arms are like this, holding the bar. I can't do that one. The rotation, my biomechanical makeup doesn't allow me to bring my elbows all the way up to hold the bar, to nest it there, so I have to cross it in front. So today is going to be my first day trying to lift any kind of decent weight. So I'll probably only put, like say 25s on it, 225s on the bar, that kind of thing, just to make sure I get the form right and I don't fall flat on my face. And then of course hammer out some squats. I have no intention of going too heavy. 225 tops, pausing at the bottom, getting real comfy with it, coming right back up. And then overhead squats. I'm going to work on the form for that today, so I can fix some shoulder issues I've had in my right shoulder. I tore it up in high school, so I'm trying to get it back. My left has more mobility than the right, so I'm trying to get that working. So longish video, but I guess it's my back. So guys, see you on the forum. Please feel free to comment. Talk to you all later. Go get yours.